In this class, we're going to go over how to do a skin pen treatment with 3 different machines. And what I mean by 3 different machines, they do different functionalities because most of them are a plug-in type of machine where you have to have a cord or wire attached to them because they have different voltage. Some are portable now to where you have a lithium ion battery and it comes off, and this is just your power unit, your battery. Very lightweight, recharges in about 4 hours, maybe 3 hours, give or take, depending on your charger or where you're plugging in your units. This one right here, probably with an iPhone charger, yeah, it may take maybe even 2.5 hours, possibly 2. Very fast, it's quick. But my cord, the one that I have that I bought for it, it only accepts the one for the 3-hour charge to 4 hours. And that's only because this model, I bought this model in 2009. It's been some years. So that's why I have the older model, but it's still portable. It's wireless. Perfect. And it comes with different heads for the needles. Dermal roller, even, well, not even, but a lot older than any of these models. This is like the first. The reason why this model looks a little bit newer is just because it's a new plastic casing that it has. Its little coffin, so the body's inside. You put the coffin over, open. But anyway, we respect the dead. We respect God. Bless us all. And it looks aerodynamic and sleek because, yeah, it is. They actually changed the formulations of it because the older dermal rollers, they had like a different handle. It wasn't always plastic and nice. It had a little grip right here. Oh no, it was old school. Most of them were bigger and they were heavier. They hurt people. So now it's nice and light and aerodynamic. It's perfect. So we're going to put this back in this little holder, coffin case. And those are the 3 skin pen treatments that I use for product penetration. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, this isn't a pen. It's not a skin pen. It acts as the same purpose as these 2 do. These 2 are opening holes in the face. This one is actually expanding the holes that we already have. The epidermis, or the transverse epidermis, where we have transepidermal water loss, TELW, or transepidermal water loss. So TEWL, excuse me. Geez, had a brain fart for a moment. But that's what this does. It expands like an earthquake. This machine is an earthquake. So instead of needle poking in and making a hole, like a drill. So just like in the Matrix, remember those machines, they were drilling in through the holes of the surface or the ground to get in to where the resistance was at, basically, and they were hiding in the nucleus of the earth, basically, where it was still warm. And so, or Zion, praise God. So Zion was being penetrated by something that's earth shaking or shattering, but it was the needles, the points that drill into the skin. But after the drilling, guess what? It was this. This is the product penetration. So product penetration for this head, and it's almost like a little tip of a needle, but it's not. It's more of a spatula, but you do feel it on your skin going shaking at thousands, or actually millions or thousands, whatever the precise number is. I have to look that up. Revolutions per minute. It's like shaking your skin, breaking it up, just like an earthquake. Earthquake, those plates shift, and they're shaking up the upper layers of the surface, and then cracks, foundation, it all buckles down. That's exactly what this machine is trying to do, in a good way, not in a bad way. The earth just needs to blow off some steam. It's being too congested. It's pressure building, and so those plates have to move. Those tectonic plates, they have to erupt sometimes, like a volcano, earthquake, and eruption at the same time. So you need something to break open tough surfaces like the ground that's on our face. Our face is super tough, and sometimes you need something violent or something that shakes fast to break open those surfaces of the skin to allow penetration. So the first thing that we're going to learn for the skin pen treatment is actually the ultrasonic scrubber. So the ultrasonic scrubber, when you turn it on, just power. And before you even power anything on, you want to put on a gel, a conductive gel, or a serum. Either or, whatever product you want to penetrate in the skin besides a chemical peel. You don't need to add this with a chemical peel. The chemical peel already goes through with it. That's an earthquake in itself. It's a typhoon, earthquake, hurricane, whatever. It's like a syndrome of all of these processes in one is a chemical peel. Oh yeah. So syndrome is a collection of events that goes on, that's pretty or just a culmination of events. So as a chemical peel, you don't need it. But every other thing you put on your face, if you want to promote a toner into your face even deeper, I guess. But a toner is actually small enough to deep penetrate in the skin anyway. But if you want like serums, serums are great because they go into the skin and heal from the inside out. Now they're not going to go to their bloodstream or anything like that. That'd be a powerful serum. But to get it close to it or close to your papular layer and your reticular layer. Those two layers, if you think about papular layers, like the pappy, like you got a dad or something, like, hey, pappy, what's going on? What's pop, pop, or whatever you call your pappy or daddy, you just say, hey, your papular layer. That's the papular layer when you get in trouble and you get that phone call. Dad is brutal, but no, you got to go to the reticular layer. After that, and that's your mom. The mom's a recluse, reticular. It's hiding. It's burrowed down deep, and when it attacks, oh, she got you. Your ass is, it's over. So, papular layer, reticular layer. So it's like your mom's particular, but she's reticular. Like it, just from rhyming, just in case you are taking a test for your Master Aesthetics exam or your basic exam, but mainly for the Master Aesthetics exam, you will be ready. Because if you break things down like that and think of, oh, what are the layers? Those two layers are the last layers you ever want any chemical peel, serum, anything to get down into because it burns. You're almost talking to this subcutaneous layer. Subcutaneous is even below that. Or in the middle, depending on your structure. So your subcutaneous could actually just be hovering in the middle of those two or right above the papular. Depends on the body. So most aesthetic books, they're going to show like it's like a little more superficial on top of the papular layer, but some people have adipose tissue skin. That's why some chemical peels, when you give some people a chemical peel, they don't feel a burn. Some people's skin, like, yeah, they have to actually go past a papular layer or reticular layer to even feel something. Even for a TCA, there's a select few clients who can actually take a TCA peel and they're fine at a 30% and a 50%. I'm like, wow, what's wrong with them? But yeah, they have a thicker adipose tissue or subcutaneous layer. Okay, so you don't want to go that far into the skin, the papular or reticular layers, and then after that is muscle, nerves and muscles. Oh Lord, that's third degree burn. We want to stay away. So for this machine right here, you need a conductive gel or serum, whatever you're going to put on the face that's healing, moisturizing, antioxidant that you want to penetrate in the skin. No clay mask. Don't use a clay mask with this. The clay mask does fine without it. That's soaking up and absorbing things from the face. You don't need to put into the face. You need to draw out that moisture or sweat or sebum on the face. So clay, stay away from. Chemical peel, stay away from. But everything else you want to put into the skin to help moisturize dehydrated skin, dry, sensitive skin. Yes, this is the way to go. It shakes everything up, allowing the little channels in our face for the water to move through and swim and saturate. You know, it's not a pond anymore. It's now a river. This will create riverways for your channels in your face. River. You don't need ponds. We don't need stagnant, murky ponds. No, none of that stuff. We need to open it up and flourish and get that nice, dewy, moisturized skin. That's how somebody has dewy skin all the time, because their channels are always open. They're filled with water, moisture. It's great. Trans-epidermal water loss. We want to prevent that. That's how we keep looking young. Machines like this. So we're going to go over this first at a closer look, but I'm just telling you what it is. Second, we're going to go over The old school derma roller. This derma roller, it still serves a purpose. Still to this day, derma rollers have been out, I don't even know. I gotta look that up actually. But they're back in the day type of treatments that have tiny needles, so they have about a row of 5 rows to 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Either one. 8 rows or 5 rows. But then in each row they have about 100 needles. 50 to 100 needles. So row number 1 will have 50. Row number 2 will have 50. 3, 50. 4, 50. 5, 50. 6, and so on and so forth. So you have a collection about, man, like 800 needles or 500 needles or 250 needles, whatever it's going to be in the hundreds. That's a lot of needles at a 1 nanometer length or millimeter, give or take. It's most likely going to be millimeters, and it's going to say it on there anyway, mm. Some are nanometers where it's a little bit tinier, less pain. I wanted mine at 1 inch or 1 millimeter. It's good enough. So we're going to go over this in a closer view in just a minute. It's just a roller. It rolls on the face, opens up channels, but at a deeper level. At, oh yeah, the papular layer. And I'm going to show you a video with my wonderful model, live model, and you're going to see her reaction and see how red and flushing her face gets. And I'm lightly rolling it on her face. But those pins, oh yeah, they penetrate rather quickly. They're sharp. And lastly, we're going to go over my favorite, my personal favorite, is the Derma Pen, electronic Derma Pen. Same thing as this, but just in electric form or modernized form, up-to-date form, basically. Technology has caught up with us. So it comes with 12 needle heads. The needle heads actually spring out of the top here of the hole. You load it in, turn it, it's ready to go. Turn the power button on, and the needles hit the face. Like, Kim K, hold still. And then you just go around the skin, open up those channels. Less pain, more pain. Pain in a good way. We have to destruct or tear down to build back up. So just like in the Marine Corps, like when we're at boot camp, oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, they tear you down, all right. They tear down anybody. I don't care if you're the devil. Oh no, they tear you down, break you down. Everybody breaks. Yeah, so you need to break down that skin, but then once you get past that breakdown and you build back up, you start to reform yourself, strengthen your muscle. This strengthens the face. You want to open holes to put down good stuff to strengthen. So you have to cause some sort of damage to the face to affect change, just like in the military. If you were a Marine, if you join, I can only speak for the Marine Corps. I can't speak for the other branches. Please, but you know what I mean. Breaking down things to build stronger people or stronger skin, and that's what we need to do. So but this one is the best one because it's less pain but very effective because it's faster. The needle depth is the same needle depth, but it goes in so fast you don't really feel it. This on the other hand, boot camp, you're gonna feel everything. This is the beginning. Yeah, you're gonna hurt. You're not used to running miles and swimming with alligators and shit. Oh yeah, the beginning. But life gets better, okay? So you can still use either or. And this is my setup that we have right now. And now we're going to get a closer look. A closer look of everything that we just discussed. And actually this rubber bowl, as you see right here, this rubber bowl is just a cleaning bowl. Same as this bowl right here. So there's a water, but it's going to be a cleaning bowl as well. It's just a cleaning bowl. So what you would need, you already have your ultrasonic scrubber. And it's the LW006 model, as you can see. I will have a description in the link below to where you guys can purchase these items, no problems. Don't even worry about it. This is your conducting gel, my serum basically. Conducting gels I really don't use too much, but I use my serum gel for the face, like a mask. And you're going to need that for all of these items. You're going to need a fan brush. You're going to need your skin pen with a cartridge, because the cartridge goes on top of it. You're also going to need your derma roller with the coffin case. Take the coffin case off. Okay. You're going to also need gloves. You're going to need some barbicide for cleaning. Barbicide, this barbicide is going to actually go into your bowl. So this bowl, that's what this is for. So I should put that right over here next to it. I don't know why I got it over there. So these two go together. So you can clean these heads. You definitely need to clean after every use, okay? And then you're going to put it in a UV sanitizer after that so it can dry and completely get off any type of bacteria, fungus, I don't know, anything else that may be hindering on the needles. You don't clean these because you're going to throw these away and reuse another one or get a new one. That's all. So with this one, this has a charger. This is the charger. This is the charger, and this is everything that allows your battery to recharge, okay? But the newer models, you don't need this. You can actually just plug it into the back part here, like your iPhone will go in here, your ports. But this is for the older models right here. This is 2009 model. But the newer ones are better. And you have your clean water, because you're going to go ahead and dip, after you clean this off with Barbicide, you're going to dip it in here and keep it moving. So now we're going to go ahead and give you a different view so you guys can see what I'm doing to the face. As I stated in the earlier video, I was talking about how the ultrasonic scrubber I normally try to use first before I use a skin pen treatment, but not always. You can use your ultrasonic scrubber without your skin pen treatment. You don't always have to do a skin pen treatment at all. No. I just use it in conjunction with this when I'm doing a combo treatment, when I'm doing a combination of treatments. And so what I mean by that is I'm going to do a cleansing of the face, analyze the face. I see acne. So acne, I'm going to do extractions. After extractions, I'm going to tone the skin out again, put pH balance back in the skin, and to close those pores, tighten them up. Then after I do that, I might even steam the face to open up the other areas of the face, but I'm going to leave this area closed with the toner, or leave it on there. And the other side of the face, I'm not going to tone the whole entire face, just the places where I popped acne. So I want to heat the other sides of the face open, so the pores will be open to be more receptive for my mask. So say after I do dermaplaning, the skin is still open. I do dermaplaning and I want certain products and creams and serums and hyaluronic acid and other serums to really get down in there and to penetrate the skin. So after the dermaplaning, that dermaplanes off any type of dead skin that's hard and harsh that a scrub can't get. I want to penetrate it with, or after the dermaplaning, with my gel or serum, put that on, hyaluronic acid, and then I want to use my skin scrubber. And so you have one for cleaning, one for toning, one for exfoliating and all the other good stuff. I just keep it on the cleaning. So for instance, push power, and it's on the peel. I don't even use the peel one because my chemical peel does that for me. This just goes really slow. Oh well. Go to the next mode. Toning. You can do that if you want to, but that's slow as well. Clean and lift. So we're going to do the power up, all the way up. Or actually, I'm sorry, that's the time. I'm going to move my time up to about 15 minutes. I know I'm not going to use 15 minutes. You only need about 10 minutes. So the mode, peel or clean. Clean's good or peel's good. Either one, you can't go wrong. Power. And I keep it at peel or clean. Either or, you're fine. And you'll hear the buzzing. And that's what it looks like. So you're just going to glide on the face, up and down. So what does this look like on somebody's face? So let's just say we put some serum or gel. I'm going to glove up, suit up. Okay, we're gloved up, suited up, all that good stuff. Put a little bit of gel or cream on the person's face, forehead. Let them know it's going to be a little cold. Alright. The two contact leads right here, you have to have it contact for both of them to work. If you have one hand on one side, it'll kind of work, but you need both. Okay? So without it, it turns off. Contact. You're the grounding person. You need to be grounded. So you're going to go across the forehead. And all I'm doing is going nice and slow, because I want the product to penetrate into the skin evenly. I don't want to go fast. And as you can see how fast it works, see how the bubbles? It's moving so fast at a revolutions per minute. I forget how the speed is, but it goes fast, and you feel it going into your skin. You actually feel what's penetrating. And so I'm going to give you guys a closer look at everything once we get done the model. So this is just an overview of what you guys can see right now. So we're going to put this model away, or our skin scrubber power, and that's pretty much it for the skin scrubber. Now I did vertical strokes. You can do horizontal as well, it doesn't matter, or diagonal if you choose to. No circles, nothing stabby. No, we're not. This is no. So just horizontal, vertical, and you can see the different little bubbles, everything. It's going product penetration into the skin. That's what we want. So let's put this away. Put it right there. Alright, so now we're going to see a close-up view of everything that I was showing you guys earlier in the videos. I know you guys could see the overhead, but now you're going to see up close and personal about why these machines work, how close they work with the skin, and how they come in contact with the skin and what it can cause. Little spots or dimples or holes in the face, even on the mannequin. You're going to see how fierce or how powerful the derma roller can actually be, and the skin pen over the skin. And you're going to see on this skin scrubber how quickly and how fast that the blade or the spatula moves and the water just dissipates. So you can see that right now. So first, on our client, we're going to go ahead and start to apply the serum or gel cream, whatever you're going to use on the face to product penetrate the skin. We're going to do that right now. So again, we'll start with the skin scrubber. So the skin scrubber is what we're going to use right now. So I'm going to power it on. Alright, and so we're on and popping. Right now, remember, it's at a 3. So I want to move it up. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the time. So the time blinks. Once it stops blinking, it's good. Put on mode. Peel is the mode. Select. Now, see at the bottom is blinking the bars. Power bars. Up, up, and up. That's the highest it's going to go. Okay? Up. So once it stops blinking, we're good to go to start our procedure. Okay, we're good to go. So that's how fast it's moving. As you guys can see, if the water hits it, it starts to melt instantly almost. So as you guys can see, it works. The ultrasonic scrubber. It penetrates in the skin. It moves so fast that you can't see the spatula moving, but you can feel it. It's moving very, very fast. So for those of you who didn't believe a sonic scrubber works, as you can see, when the water hits it, the spatula's moving so fast, it just like obliterates it. It like melts it almost instantly, almost. But it's moving very, very, very fast. Thank God we don't have earthquakes that fast. I don't know what would even survive. But that's what it's doing. It's going so fast to where it's pushing it into your channels of the face, of the skin. Hence the scrubbing part of the ultrasonic scrubber. It moves at an ultrasonic speed. But it's also putting in or exfoliating. It can actually help with a peeling of the face for scrubs into the face. It's like breaking up the skin, the dead skin. Or it can actually put in good products into your face like vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, retinol, creams, night creams, cold creams, moisturizers. Man, it really gets it in there like it's supposed to. Because when we slather moisturizer on, yeah, it's going in and it's actually providing a barrier, yes. But this thing is actually moving at a supersonic speed, or ultrasonic speed, to where it's opening up the channels and it's like throwing it in there. It's like whew, so fast. It's amazing. Our hands can't go that fast. And that's why you have to keep moisturizing for at least 30 seconds or to a minute is a good pattern to moisturize. What do we normally do? Put moisturizer? Oh, we're done. No, we didn't even work it into the skin. It's almost like waxing your car. Do you just put wax on the car and buff it one quick time or 2 circles? No. You actually need a buffer machine that goes that circles so fast to actually work it into your paint or the sealant of the paint to make it stick. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're doing for your face. You need to actually moisturize more than 30 seconds rubbing your face or to a minute. Then you're good to go. Or at least after a shower, a hot shower in the morning or even then at least your pores are open and you can at least get more moisture in than if it's just a cold face. You see what I'm saying? So I like to show you guys what these products do and how they work for your skin. Next item, we're going to do the skin rolling treatment, and it's going to be the skin roller first. Okay, so the skin pen that we're going to use is the skin roller. This one, we already have gel, so we're going to just reuse, because I put on a lot. I'm going to reuse it for slip or glide connectivity. Alright, put that away. Take it out of its little home. this little casing. Put the casing down, out of your way. Make sure you don't drop it on the floor. This casing actually should be going up here or out of your way. Everything, this shouldn't even be here. This shouldn't be here. None of this should be here. You should have another table or cart that holds everything. But anyways, we're just doing this so you can see everything that I'm using all in one. So I have to keep getting up and going here and there. Your roller, you can hold it like you're holding a fork or a spoon or whatever you want to do if you choose to roll it like that. I sometimes do. But let's do it the correct way. You can do finger on the little groove right here, the little balls, or the little beads, the little braille beads. So even for braille, you'll know that it's a feel, it's a touch. It's like braille, like when you're filling the alphabets or you're feeling what that actually says. It's the same thing right here. So you connect. It has a little end up right here, so you don't put your finger into the blades the needles. So it stops your finger, which is great. This is one method to roll the skin, or you can just use your thumb and roll that way. Or on the sides, you can just hold it to the side if you want to. But we're going to use it on top how it's supposed to be rolled. So when I normally start bottom and then I roll up, or you can start from the top and then go down. Either way, that's just for me. I always normally start from the top and then I just continuously roll. A continuous roll without stopping. The more you stop, the more pain they have. So you're just going nice and slow. Down the temples. Be careful of somebody's eyes. You go very slow around the temple area. In the corners, that's it. I want to stop right here. Right at the tail of their eyebrow or the corner of their eye. That's where I end. That's that side. Boom. So that was vertical. You can go horizontal. And I'm doing it fast. But you really want to go nice and slow. Okay. So again on this side, vertical. You do not need a lot of pressure at all. They feel it, trust me. It's nothing but pins rolling on your face. So you need light pressure. Use light pressure. I'm not using this finger to press down. No, this is a guide. This is to roll forward and to roll backwards. It's for me to control the pen. Because from here, you let the pen slip and roll somewhere. I mean, come on. So just have control over your pens. Down the temples. And that's your dermal roller. So we're going to get a very close-up view in just a moment. I just want to show you guys the overview, okay? So put it back in its little home, its case. So you can go to sleep. Alright, so now, the creme de la creme, or the piece de resistance, or whatever you call it. This is the number one. So my number one is the pen plus the cartridge. The cartridge comes in a little case just like this. You take the backing off of it. Don't empty this out on the floor or whatever, because what if it falls and you only have one pen left? Damn, you contaminated it. So just at the side, fold over, let it pop out into your hand. That's it. Take the package, throw it away. These pens, they're already in the case. So the spring is down here. They just, that's all they do. They come out. So right here, there's nothing coming out, but when you press right here, ow, Jesus. Alright, so the case, the head, put it right into the machine. It doesn't matter which, it will glide in automatically. And then you push down and twist. That's all you do. So the blades still should be a little at the top, depending on your gauge. I still have it at a 1.5. So now my arrow, I want to put it down to 0. Now there's nothing. Nothing. But if you roll it back up to a 2.0, yeah, right there. Ow, Jesus, ow, ow. Alright, so anyways, don't be stupid, don't be crazy, don't be trying to tell. You can see right now that the needles are out. So no worry. Oh, I'm gonna get you a close view so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. So from here, I want to go back down, and I'm gonna start at a 0.5 is where I always start at. Always 0.5. All right, and so we turn it on. Oh, it's ready. Make sure your chamber or your cartridge is on tight. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay. So right on top of the forehead, all I'm gonna do is go over the forehead nice and slow. And if you turn the person's head to the side, you just ask them to roll their head over, and then you can go down to the sides of the face, or you can come up, either or. This is the only pen that you can do the circles. You can go diagonal, vertical, horizontal, whatever you want to go, zigzag. You can do it. And the circles are just for areas that you might have missed. That's all. So you don't want to do circles the whole face. No. Just areas where you think you've made a mistake or missed. Well, not a mistake, but definitely have missed. That's all. And that is the skin pen. The skin pen is a beast. It doesn't hurt as much as the other instruments. Now, the only reason why your skin scrubber will hurt, because I set it to a level 10 or whatever it was, or level 5, whatever, the highest level it can go. So up or down. So I pressed it all the way up to where it can't go any further. So it's probably like a level 10 or level 5, whatever it's going to be. And this thing moves so fast, you feel it like, oh, oh, is that shocking? Is it? It's not shocking. It's just moving so fast. It starts to actually heat up. Yes, that's how fast this blade actually moves. Now, if you put, we're gonna get you a close view so I can put a dab of water so you can see how fast it moves, and it actually melts the water. This thing is a beast as well. It's just you have to know how to use it, because some people's face, when you put it to their face, they're like, "How? Ooh." No, you start off slow. Start at a slower setting. Put it down to level 2 or 3. Don't start off at 5 or 10. Use good judgment. You know. But this one, out of these two, the best one. But now, if you put it at a 1.5 or a 2.0, this is 2 millimeters into the skin. It's already poking out of the blade, like ow, ow, ow. Yeah, imagine that on somebody's face. But somebody with ice pick acne, or really, really deep craters in their face, you need to break open those craters. This would be perfect for a level 1.5, 2 meters or more. You need to actually work in a dermatologist's office or get permission from the state or your dermatologist to allow you to do something that's above 1.5. 1.5, we're good. Anything over that is surgical. You're actually putting a blade or needle into the skin more than what a surgeon would do. So we're not surgeons. Don't put this at 2. 1.5 is even pushing it. Stay 1 and under, or close to 1.5, or at 1.5. Be careful. You need to document what you're doing on your soap notes, what you're using. Because if you ever get in trouble, or somebody says, hey, what needle depth did you put in? I don't see your soap notes. Do you have video? You need to be careful. This, as you can see in the video I'm going to show you guys with my model, I only had it on 1 millimeter. 1. Started off at 0.05 and it still made her skin flush red. And that's the surfacing of your veins and venules, your capillaries, blood, your erythema rushing to the face, your new skin, it's popping open. So even with her skin, I could not go beyond a 1. You could see her face turning bright red. I have before and after pictures so you guys can see. You don't want to damage anybody's face at all. I don't care if they're dark as me. Just because you can't see the red doesn't mean we don't bleed. We're all humans. So you're causing the same damage on me as you are someone who is skin type 1, 2, or 3. Skin is skin. You're still going to puncture the skin. We still bleed. We're just dark skin. You might not see the redness on our face if we're skin types 5 and 6, especially 6, but we still hurt, okay? So working on people of color or people's skin that have melanin or highly melanated skin. I know some people say that's not a word, but to me it is. Melanin is melanin. It's a word to me. Shit. So melanated just means it's a lot of. Just like populated. I mean, come on. But if it's in the dictionary, it is. If it's not the skincare dictionary. But the highly melanated people, such as me, the global majority. Oh yes, we are the global majority. Don't ever forget that. And we're just growing. I mean, it's never going to change. Ever. Not in a billion years. It won't. You do need to work on all skin types, all colors. There's a lot of estheticians out there who are scared to work on skin types 4, 5, and 6. People of color. I don't know why, but skin is skin. You're learning from me. You do the same processes on anybody of color, of non-color. Skin types 1 through 6 get the same treatment. There's no difference. The only difference I will ever teach you is in a chemical peel on what to use and what not to use. A glycolic you only use on certain skin types 1 through 4. 4 is pushing it, but 5 and 6 you can cause hypopigmentation, white spots. So that's the only danger when it comes to people of color. In a peel class, a TCA might not be a good candidate either, depending on which percentage. You can cause frosting and permanent hypopigmentation. Like hyper, like someone's hyper, like your kid's hyper, sit the fuck, sit your kid down. When he's hyper like that, that's hyper, it causes darkening of the skin. But hypo, like hypothermia in a cold water, it causes cell death. Whitening first, like frostbite. Frostbite turns white first before it turns black. Black is like the cell's dead. It cannot be regenerated. There's no help for that. That's beyond hypopigmentation. Damn, they've been in the water for like 35 minutes or shit, an hour or whatever it is. That's the differences between people who are highly melanated and people who aren't highly melanated, who don't have the melanin. But we are all human. We all have the same type of skin in general. Okay, so now that you guys have seen everything from this view, working with the dermal roller and working with the skin pen, you've seen everything from this angle, from a personal view of a drop down. Like I'm actually hovering over, doing all the work, rolling with the dermal roller, and you guys have seen it from this vantage view. And this is how we're going to work on the client anyway. You're always going to be on top of them or over them or to the side of them in this type of position. So now we're going to go ahead and see everything at a much closer view, to where you're right here seeing the little skin pen go into the skin, and you're seeing the dermal roller roll over every little angle of the face, the neck, the chin, the chest, all that good stuff. And we're looking over the face, making sure everything is nice and tight, and we didn't puncture anybody's skin to where it caused crazy excess bleeding. Now you're going to have some pinpoint bleeding. Let me reiterate, or actually let me repeat. You're going to have small pinpoint bleeding. Pinpoint is just like the point of a pen. It's going to be very tiny, minute little small punctures into the face. Because some people's skin, don't get me wrong, even with the dermal roller, some people's skin is sensitive. Even rolling like this just a little bit lightly can cause marks on their face, because their skin is super overly excessively sensitive. So you have to be careful. You have to use a small soft stroke in the very beginning. Okay? And then you work yourself in. If you know the person's skin feels like leather face or leathery or maybe even rough, then you can go a little harder, and that's what this pen is for. It's the harder version of this. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and go into something that's more up close and personal, so you guys can see the rolling and all the other craziness that goes on the face that we get rid of. Okay, so we're gonna wipe Kim K down. So Kim Kardashian, she's gonna go ahead and be all right now. She's always had this mildew. Yeah, we're gonna clean her up. You know, she doesn't like that. She really doesn't. Okay, so we'll be right back. All right, you guys. So now this is going to be your close-up view of our model. So Kim K, she's resting. We still haven't wiped her down because remember she still has the excess oil or gel on her face. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get our sponge and wipe her down. Alright, so Kim K, she's just as good as new now. I'm gonna wipe the side of the face. You know, we wipe the side of the face, we pretty much wipe her eyes, get the coal out of her eye. She's weepy. You know, she had a long night. Partying, doing tapes, videos and stuff. Okay, so now that she's all dolled up, she's ready to go. So now we're gonna get closer looks at our work. what it looks like. Alright, let's go to work.